You know who it is. Let's get down to business. But first, welcome to my channel. Check out my social media for more nail content. And welcome to part 3 of my press-on nail videos. I swear I change the intro every time. I try to be consistent, but sometimes I just can't. Anyways, as you can see here, I got a cup full of scorching hot water. I don't remember it being scorching hot, but I wasn't paying attention. So in my cup, it was scorching hot. So you see my hands going in and out. I added some Dawn dish soap and I just poured in some cuticle oil. I accidentally poured in a bit too much, but I didn't mind. It was one of my least favorites anyway. And what you're going to do is just going to put your hands in the water. You will eventually feel the tabs and the press-on nails loosening on your own nails. So again, the best way I can describe it, and as weird it is your wiggly teeth. You can feel it becoming more loose the longer you kind of kept it in the water. It was just easier to remove. And what I did throughout this video, I gently took my nails and I just pressed it against the side of the cup, and over time they did get more loose where I was able to safely and properly remove them. Now, if you're having a difficult time removing the press-on, just put it back in the water and let the soap and the water and the cuticle oil do its thing. I am left-handed, so I wasn't really surprised that my left hand actually came off faster than my right hand. And you will see later on in this video, my left thumb was crazy loose and lifted, and it was just time to come off. So that's what we're doing today. This is voice recording number 8. Okay. So what I did throughout this part, I sped up the process of my hands being inside the cup because I didn't want to waste 29 minutes of anyone's time just watching my hands be in a cup. But it took me about half an hour to safely remove everything, remove the press-ons and remove the adhesive tabs and make sure everything was nice and pretty and ready to go. So that way if I wanted to reuse them, they're in mint condition, which I'm so happy about. So when you are removing these tabs, please don't force them off. The last thing you want is to have damaged nails or just remove a layer of nail that's just not meant to be removed. I personally never done that in the past, but I have seen videos where people just sort of just rip them off. Accidents do happen. There's a difference between having like a nail injury and then purposely ripping off your nails because you don't want them on anymore. You're just trying to beat the time. I just find if you just don't want to have that sensitivity or that tenderness in your fingers, just take the time, find the time when you can, just to make sure that they're off safely. If you find you don't have the time to remove the nails, but they're super loose and super lifted, tape the nail. Not tape, oh my gosh, don't tape it. Band-aid the nail. I've done that too, where it was just super lifted. I just put a band-aid on it just to make sure, when I did have the time to remove it, it was safely removed. Again, when you are removing the press-ons, if you want, you can keep it in however order so you know what size goes to where. What I do as well is with the invoices that I send out for the completed orders, I also input the sizes. So if you happen to mix all your nails up, you at least know, if your ring finger on your left hand was like a 4, but on your right hand it was a 5, you would know where it is based on the documents that I provide as well. But again, process took about 30 minutes. I knew it was time based on my left thumb. It was just crazy lifted, so it was ready to go. And again, very gently, you would just peel them off. Over time, the longer your hands are in there, they do get more oily, it's more slippery, so it's a little more challenging. And all I did is just really wiggle them. I did push my nails very gently up against the side of the cup just to further loosen them. Again, you don't want to force anything. I didn't have an issue sitting there for half an hour. I was able to get them off. Again, as I mentioned in my last 2 videos, my nails were somewhat damaged beforehand. So some areas, again, it looks a lot worse on camera than it does in real life. I'm just very happy that my nails are still nice and strong, except for my poor index finger that I was initially worried about when I took off that press on, but it went off nicely. Another method that you see here is, again, only when it's super loose. You can literally just go in and just twist the adhesive tab off of your natural nail. It doesn't hurt at all. Again, what you don't want to do is take that cuticle stick and like pry it off. Just and take the extra time. As you can see here with my left ring finger, I couldn't get the cuticle stick in, so I just put it back in the water. When it's super loose, you can just take the cuticle stick again, and then around the adhesive tab you can just twist it as you see here, and the cuticle stick will collect the tab, and then the nail will just very nicely and gently just pop off, which is nice. So another thing that I want to mention about my press-ons is not only are they customized, they are also reusable. So here is the method that I found to be the most effective in removing your tabs. My nails were a bit soft because I mean they're sitting in the water for about half an hour. But what you do, again, take a cuticle stick or a dotting tool if you have, and just twist off the adhesive tabs, and do that with all 10 nails. Just make sure you know, the dirt's removed, or food or whatever it is you may have caught under there. More or less the water and the soap would have helped with that. And you just remove them all off. Once you have all 10 nails done, you would have a weird, funky little pile of dirty tabs, which is expected. I find sometimes the cuticle stick couldn't get to all of the tabs, so I just used my finger. I picked up what I can, and I was able to remove them all very nicely. There was no damage done. It was fun. So I'm very happy that I got 3 days, 3 nice solid days. It was probably towards the end of day 3 I noticed my thumb, and then me just being me, I tend to pick at it and pick and pick and pick. So this is basically all for the removal process. We're about halfway on my nails. You have now seen the entire process of measuring and prepping, applying, and now removing your press-ons. And again, if you happen to really enjoy your initial set of press-ons, you can easily order a supply kit, and what that would include is 24 tabs, your cuticle stick, that fancy brow brush, alcohol pads, buffer file, all that fun stuff, and you got your nails back. When I am ready though, I will definitely add the glue in there. I think I'm going to probably leave the prices the way that they are, or not charge anything additional, or just something added to it. But there you have it, that little fancy pile of sticky tabs. And here are my awesome, clean jade press-ons. I am so proud. I am so happy with how these turned out. And you can look underneath them, super clean, super fresh, and so pretty. Look at that. How awesome. I am definitely going to put these on again because they're just super cute. However, I will probably give my nails a break, just so you know, no more further nail injury. But there you have it. This is video number 3. Thank you so much for everything. You guys are awesome. And of course, thank you again for watching. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok and Instagram. But until then, I'll see you next time.